Right. So welcome to Thursday, everybody. And let's just be a little active today. So let's find a strong mountain pose and ground down through our feet. Bring our hands to our sides. Draw your shoulders up into your ears. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. Relax here. Soften everything. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Let it out. Out through the nose. In through the nose. Out through the nose. And now we're just going to actually turn, twist. Just feel, let the arms be really heavy and kind of slap against the sides of the body. Notice what it feels like to have that energy moving. And then gently make your way back to center. Reach down with your hands. And inhale, arms lift up, reach up, bring hands together overhead, reach straight up, glue your arms to your ears, reach back, little back bend, stand tall, touch your thumbs to your back, to your forehead, to your heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, bring hands together, reach up, reach back, stand tall, touch your thumbs to your back, to your forehead, to your heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up, bring hands overhead, reach straight up, reach back, come back to center, touch your thumbs to the back, to your forehead, to your heart center. Now we're gonna do that thing again where we inhale, arms lift up. Now take hold of your right wrist with your left hand as you reach over to the left. Reach as far as you can go. Really ground down. So we're lifting our torso up and reaching over. Come back to center. Switch sides. Reach up and over. Come back to center. Reach straight up. Swan dive forward. Uttanasana. Melt everything down. Deep bend in your knees. Take hold of your arms. Let everything cascade forward. Breathe here. You can hang or you can rock, whatever feels right in your body. Just let it be a total release. Shake your head no. Nod it yes. Centering over top of your feet. Release your hands down outside of your feet. Deep bend in your knees as you ragdoll up, one vertebra at a time. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring your shoulders up into your ears. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. Finding your strong Tadasana, arms lift up. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Bring your hands to your shins. Press and lengthen. And fold. Bring your hands to your shins. Press and lengthen. And fold. One more, hands to your shins, lengthen forward. And fold. Now, take a deep bend in your left leg, straighten your right leg. Take hold of your right ankle with your left hand, open your right arm up, reach up, look up. And switch sides. Straighten your left leg, deep bend in your right as you open the left arm up. Come back to center, release your hands down, plant your hands down on the ground, step back to plank. Hold your plank, core is engaged, belly lifting, breathe your way in. Breathe into the shape, just keep holding your plank. Holding and breathing, and then lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga, yogi's choice. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga, inchworm forward, little cobra, or up dog. Press back to child's pose. Push your hips to your heels, bring your forehead to the mat. Take a big deep breath in. Let it out. Take a big deep breath in. Let it out. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Come high up on your toes. Lift your hips towards the ceiling. Press your heels back and down. Shake your head no again. Nod it yes. Breathe here in your downward facing dog. We're gonna just keep playing with twists today. So take your right hand to your left ankle, looking under your left armpit. Try to stay evenly distributed with your weight. Come back to your downward facing dog, and then take your left hand to your right ankle. It's coming into a twist here, looking up and under your right armpit. Come back to center. Look forward between your hands. Walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins. Lengthen forward, long spine. Fold. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up. Swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. And fold. Plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And just hold your up dog or your cobra. Gaze over your right shoulder. Keeping your legs lifted, keeping your chest and heart lifted. Looking back. Come back to center. Look over your left shoulder. Come back to center, bring your knees down, push your hips to your heels, bring your forehead to the mat, take a big breath in, let it out. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Come high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. You can stay right here, or if you'd like to take this stretch into something a little different, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog, lifting up, pressing out through your heel. Bring your foot down, realign your downward facing dog, pausing here, lifting your left leg up. Bring your left foot down, realign your downward facing dog. Look forward between your hands, walk your feet to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, press and lengthen forward, fold. Deep bend in your knees, inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. And fold. Plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Engage your core, breathe into the shape. Then lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga, yogi's choice. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Left leg lifts up, reach high. We're gonna bring our knee into our chest. We're gonna step forward and do a high runner's lunge. So try to keep your knee high up, step forward, high runner's lunge. So from here, press into your feet, arms lift up. Arms lift up, reach up. Look up, core is engaged, breathe into this shape. Hands come together at heart center, twist to the left. Take your right elbow to your left thigh. Spiral into this shape. Come back to center. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Drop your knee down. Melt the toes of your back foot. Hang out right here. Big breath in. So find a solid foundation. Inhale, arms lift up. Look up. Hands come down. Tuck the toes of your back foot, lift your back leg up, step back to downward facing dog. Come high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Now, float your right leg up towards the ceiling, reach high. Bring your knee in, leave that knee high up into your chest as you step forward. High runner's lunge. We're up on the toes of our back foot, strong back leg, front knee over top of your ankle, core is engaged, arms lift. Hands come together at heart center, twist to your right, left elbow comes to your right thigh. I'm gonna fall over, balance isn't feeling great today. But that's the beauty of it, right? Each day, each posture is something new. It's an experiment. If we fall over, it's fine. Breathe here. You just get back up, dust yourself off. Come back to center, hands come down on either side of your front foot. Drop your back knee down. Melt the toes of your back foot onto the mat. Solid foundation in your legs. Press into your feet, arms lift up. Hands come down, tuck the toes of your back foot, step back to downward facing dog. Come high up on your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Let your head be heavy, shake it no, and nod it yes. Look between your hands, walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, press and lengthen. Fold, Uttanasana. Deep bend in your knees, inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, we're gonna do things a little bit different, so I'm just gonna move the camera once again so you can see a little bit better. So now we're gonna sit back and chair, and we can do a gentle chair. So sit back nice and deep. So sitting, knees deep, trying to drop the tailbone. See what I did there? So here I'm just kind of like chilling, hanging out. Core engages, that tailbone drops. Sit back a little bit deeper. Now, for the fun of it, I'm gonna bring my hands to heart center. You can play along too if you're feeling like it. You can always hang out right where you are. So take your right leg, cross it over top of your left. Your right foot is gonna be really engaged. Now, right elbow underneath your right hand, trying to bring your hands together. Now lift your elbows up and then come on down. Try to touch your elbows to your knee and lift up. Try that 2 more times just for fun. Elbows to knee and lift up. Elbows to knee and lift up. And unwind your arms, release down, deep bend to the knees, come back to Tadasana. Find your Tadasana, ground down through your mountain pose, really spread your toes wide. Now sit back and chair. Coming back to your chair, check in with your tailbone, cross your left leg over top of your right, flex your left leg, sit back deep, left leg under, left arm underneath the right, eagle arms here. Lift your elbows up. Bring your elbows to your knee. Touch the knee. Lift up. Bring your elbows to the knee. And lift up. One more. Elbow to the knee. And lift up. Unwind. Come back. Shake it out. Good work, yogis. Inhale, arms lift up. Reach up. Swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Okay, from here, we're gonna step our right foot to the top of the mat. Plant your back heel down. We're coming into Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. So here, arms lift up, front knee over top of your ankle, arms reach high, breathe deeply. 3 big breaths. Open up, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, palm of your front hand face up, exalt your warrior, reach back, windmill your hands to the top of the mat, step back to plank, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga, yogi's choice. Listen to your body, what's it asking for? Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot to the top of the mat, plant your back foot down, arms lift up. Reach up, Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. Big breathing. Breathe into this shape. Core is engaged, belly lifted, 3 breaths. Hands come down, step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale upward. Bring your knees down, push your hips to your heels. Come on down to child's pose. Breathe into your child's pose. Big breath in, let it out through the mouth. One more deep breath in through your nose. Let it out. Walk your hands over to the right as far as they'll go. And then bring your hands back to center, forehead to the mat. Just pause right here. And then take your hands over to the other side. Breathe your way in. Bringing your hands back to center. Reach out as far as those fingers will go. Walk your hands back. Bring your knees together. We're going to come up into a kneeling position. So from here, we're going to begin to move into a little bit of a camel. So what we're going to do, you can have your toes on the mat like mine, or you can tuck your toes underneath. So find what feels best in your body. We're trying to, just like we did in chair, so it'd be really easy for me to like kind of arch my back out, dropping my belly forward, but hug your belly in, tuck your tailbone in. Take your hands and rest your hands right on your sacrum, right on that low back. Hug your elbows in together, lift up through the top of your head, and then gently begin to arch back. Now, you can hang out right here, or you can come back onto your heels, lifting your head and chest forward, looking up. Big breathing. Wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. Hands come back to the low back if you've moved them onto your heels, and then come back down onto your feet. Now from here, we're going to shift the weight to one side, bring our legs forward in front of us. So with our legs forward in front of us, pull your toes back towards your body. Hands come down at your sides. We're moving into Dandasana, staff pose. So hands down at your sides, pressing into your hands. Lift up through the top of your head, chin tucked in towards your chest. All the muscles of your legs engaged. Press into your feet, lifting up. Now release your hands. Inhale, arms lift up. Fold forward, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Let your head be heavy. If your hands touch your toes, no death grips on your toes. Don't yank yourself forward. Just see how much space you can find, and then come forward a little bit more. So I'm going to show you this. I want you to see what's happening with my back. So when we're coming into Paschimottanasana, moving the flesh of the sit bones away, what I want you to be careful of is rounding out like this. So you don't want to come forward like this. You want to lift up, lengthen. See how much length I've got going on right here? So my spine is long, and from here, arms lift, and then I'm folding. It's as if I'm hinging from my hips as I come forward. Now, there's a point for me where I wanna round. Well, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna bring my hands down, lift and lengthening up. See if there's room to hinge a little bit more forward. That's about my point. Now here, you can see, even though my legs are really engaged, there's a pretty good little bend, a little shock system here in my knees. So my knees are slightly bent as I'm lifting up. Now round. See what it feels like to round your back. See how different that is. One's not right or wrong. They're just different. They're doing different things in the body. Walk your hands back. All right, so legs out in front of us. We're gonna bend our right knee, bring our right foot to our left thigh. Janu Shirasana. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, arms lift up. Slight twist to the left as you fold over your left leg. Relax everything forward. Full breathing here. Big deep breath in. Let it out. Walk your hands back. We'll switch sides. Extend your right foot out. Bend your left foot. Left knee, left foot comes into the right thigh. Arms lift up. Slight twist over your left leg as you fold over your left leg. Take a full breath here. Walking your hands back. We're going to bring our right foot to our left leg. So just like we've talked about a few times before, check in with, what do your hips need today? Do your hips want your feet to be closer in to you like this, or do they want them to be further out, giving yourself more space to find a long spine? Check in with yourself. What is your body asking for today? Hands can be on your ankles, lifting up, or they can be interlaced underneath your feet. So find that perfect place for you. Now press your feet together. Now pressing the feet together opens the knees up, lengthening through the top of the head. Just breathe here. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, engage your core, big breathing. Now round the back. Notice how that feels. Now when I round my back, I take my elbows and I press my elbows into my thighs, opening up my thighs a little bit more as I come down. But listen, find the place that works best for you. I would say go to your edge, but as you might have heard me say before, often when we go to our edge, we're already 2 feet too far off the cliff. So back off just a little. Notice where that sweet spot is. Not too hard, not too easy, just right. Lifting back up. Bring your hands to your knees. Gently bring your knees together. Okay, so extend your left foot out on the mat. We're going to take our right foot, cross it over top of your left. Lift up through the top of your head. Now twist to the right. Hug that left elbow in, so we're hugging the knee in. You might feel this in your IT band, you might not. So we're hugging the knee in as we begin to twist to the right. Our right hand comes back behind us. We'll gaze over our right shoulder. Now, if you'd like a little bit deeper of a stretch, a little bit more on that IT band, you can take the elbow on the inside of the knee as you lift up, lengthening up. So it's all about finding length first. So first lift and lengthen, and then notice if there's room to twist. Look forward and unwind, and then twist to the other side. Just gentle counter twist. Look forward, unwind, switch legs. We're gonna bend our left leg. We're gonna cross our left leg over top of our right. Lift up, find length through the spine, really anchor down through your sit bones. Begin to hug your knee in and twist. So lengthen through the crown of your head. Find the version of the twist that works best in your body. As you lift and lengthen. Look forward, unwind, and give it a gentle counter twist to the other side. Look forward, unwind, bend your knees, bring both feet to the mat right here. So taking both feet to the mat, we're gonna lengthen up through the top of our head. Reach forward, lift up for boat pose. So hands can be behind your thighs. You can be reaching out forward. Find what works best for you. Big breathing. All right, let's sink those boats. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Lift up, big breathing. Breathe into this shape. See if there's something to giggle about. See if there's something to feel silly about. Lower down, holding here. Lift up, core is engaged, you got this. Strong bodies make strong minds. Breathe into this shape. Lower down, sink your boat. Lift up, bring your feet down, lengthen through the crown of your head, come back onto your backs. Reach out one vertebra at a time with control, come on down nice and slow. Draw those knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Exhale your head back down, rock it out from side to side, rock out your sacrum. Give your sacrum a little massage. All right, so from here, bring your feet down, hands down on either side. We're gonna lift up into bridge. Lifting up, coming into bridge. You can interlace your hands underneath you. Imagine you have, so take a look at my knees for a second if you can. So my knees were splayed out. What I did is I hugged those knees in to lift up isometrically. Lifting up. And release your hands, slowly lowering down. Coming down nice and slow, slowly, slowly, slowly. And then just take your knees, windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Okay, so from here, we're gonna bring our feet up off the mat. We're gonna open our arms out wide like a T. Let your knees fall over to the right as you gently turn your head left. All right, we're gonna lift our legs up to center, let them fall over to the other side. Gently looking right if that feels right in your body. Breathe your way in. Bring your knees up to center, extend your legs out on the mat, making your way into Shavasana, corpse pose. Do whatever you need to do to get as comfortable and cozy as possible. Maybe that means adding a blanket. Maybe that means putting a blanket rolled up underneath your knees. Maybe that means putting a little towel rolled up underneath the cervical portion of your neck. So whatever you need to do, get as comfortable and cozy as possible. Hands come down at your sides, palms face up, open to receive. Relaxing into this shape. Softening here, breathing deeply. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Let it out nice and slow. One more big deep breath in. Let it out. Closing your eyes. Relaxing into this shape. Beginning to let go of tension in the bottoms of your feet. Relax the tops of your feet. Relax your heels and your toes. Let go of tension in your ankles, in your shins. Relax your calves. Let go of tension in your knees, the back of your knees, tops of your knees, sides of your knees. Relax your thighs, your inner thighs, your quads, your hamstrings. Relax your hips, your pelvis, your belly. Let go of tension in your hands, the back of your hands, your palms, your fingers, and your wrist. Let go of tension in your arms, your forearms, and your elbows. Relax your upper arms and your shoulders. Let go of tension in your chest, the back of your chest, the front of your chest, the intercostal muscles between your ribs. Relax your collarbones and your neck. Let go of tension in your jaw, your tongue, your cheeks, your eyelids, your forehead, the top of your head. If any thoughts come to mind, just let them go. Whatever it is, you can think about it later. Soften. Relax. I'm going to share a poem by Mary Oliver, Wild Geese. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and clear pebbles of rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. When you're ready, bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. We'll slowly and carefully roll to the right side, pausing there for just a moment. And then slowly and carefully push yourself up to a nice, comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. And as we did the last week, we're gonna Om. Maybe it was Tuesday, I don't remember. We're gonna Om 3 times. So take a big, deep breath in. Yoga will teach you so much about yourself. It will help you become flexible in mind, in body, and in spirit. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you would like to come back on video, you're more than welcome to. You can take yourself off of mute, see if you have any questions about class today, see how you're feeling. How y'all doing? It's a bit more of an active practice today. How'd that feel for y'all?
Good. It wasn't pretty, but it was good.
It doesn't have to be pretty.
That's okay.
You can fall over.
Speaks louder than looks. Huh?
Fall over, get back up.
Yes. That was so great that you fell over because I struggle with balance so much, and you're right. It's like, so you get up, you dust yourself off, and you try again.
Yeah. And you know, balance is such an interesting thing because some days it's like, I got this. And then the very next day I'll be like, whoa, like what's wrong with me today? And that's the thing. It's like the more we practice it, the more steady and stable we can become. And it's not one of those things, I feel like it's one of those things that we practice so that it's like meditation, right? You typically don't need the meditation or want the meditation in the moment, but it's like you're going to the bank. It's like you're making a deposit to be able to pull that out for later. So.
Every time I get on a ladder, which I still like to do, I'm so grateful for my yoga practice because I know so much about my particular state of balance that I feel safe doing it. So, yeah, but
great way to look at it.
It's important to not let the negative thoughts come to mind when you topple over.
Yeah. How's everybody's body feeling today?
Good. Good. Better.
I needed twists today, so I don't know how you knew, but that's what the doctor ordered.
I love twisting.
I'm a novice at this, so this is great for me. And I have a right hip issue that always feels better after we stretch.
Good, good. Well, don't know why it does that echo. We'll go ahead and so let's put it on you. And just take a comfortable seat. And today, just like I did last time, I'm going to grab my bolster. So even I need to make sure I'm comfortable to be able to sit. So I would encourage you to do what you need to do to be comfortable too. None of us are monks, although it'd be nice to be like my little Buddha in the back, right? Just look so comfortable and at home in that nice seated position. If my knees could stay like that forever, that would, without hurting, that'd be great, right? So just get comfortable, get cozy, close your eyes, and really settle in. So today we're just gonna count and watch our breath. So we'll start by bringing our hands to our thighs, or into our laps somewhere, palms face up, open to receive. Or if you're feeling a little bit more protective of your energy, you can do palms down. But pay attention to how you're feeling and what you think you need to receive or to be. Notice anywhere that you might be holding, clenching, or tightening. Just let it go. Become aware of your breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. Not trying to control it, just observe. Can you stay with one full breath? Can you stay with the air as it comes in, fills up your lungs and your belly, and then moves back out? Just one breath. Trying to be fully here and now with this one breath coming in and moving back out. If your mind wanders, just coming back to this one breath, in and out. On this next breath, observing the rise and fall of your chest. Just notice it rise and fall as the breath comes in and moves back out. Just one breath. Just coming back to one breath again and again and again. And if at any time our mind wanders, so without judgment, gently bringing it back. Slowly coming back to the breath, just one breath. Knowing that that one breath is always available to you, no matter what you're feeling, no matter what you're experiencing, you can always pause and be fully present in one breath. And when you're ready, beginning to open your eyes and slowly coming back to this moment from wherever it is that you just went. All right, you're welcome to take yourself off mute if you have any thoughts you want to share, anything that came up for you in the meditation, or any parting words.
Sure do feel more relaxed than when I started.
So y'all like that idea of the one breath meditation? That's from Sharon Salzberg. She's really the mother of meditation within the West, so to speak. She wrote a book called Real Love. She's written in quite a few books as well. But if you go to the Insight Timer, which is a free mindfulness app, you can search for Sharon Salzberg and that will come up. And it's just a fantastic practice. So if you liked that, she's got a host of meditations like that there. And the one she has on the Insight Timer is just 5 minutes. So it doesn't have to be a lot of time in order to get the benefit. I mean, really, even if you're doing a minute or a breath, it helps rewire neural pathways in your brain. So don't think that any amount is too small. So, thank you all. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Thursday, and I can't wait to practice with you again next week. Thanks, y'all. See you later.
Bye.